And obviously, first time here with Boise State, but obviously a veteran of this tournament and being here and just kind of seeing the games get going today and have some teams already eliminated, moving on, and just see the juices get flowing a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we're super excited for this opportunity. And, it's smart, so survive in advance.
What's kind of, the key for these tournaments? What's kind of the mindset for you, just in general, not regardless of where you are, what's the mindset you have when you go to a tournament like
Yeah,
this?
I think our mindset's just being 1-0. That's kind of been our mantra the whole season, just focusing on one game at a time, sticking to our game plan, doing the things that we do great at a high rate, and yeah, basically that.
How excited are you for these next 3 days out?
I'm very excited, very, very excited.
What stands out to you? I mean, you have experience, you played here. What stands out to you about this tournament, this time of year?
Yeah, it's just a different feeling about March. Really, anything can happen. Um, if you want to win it, you got to win three in 3 days. But like I said, we're really just focused on one game at a time.
What's game night look like for you? What are some of the things that, from the 4 years you've honed your craft?
hmm
What's like that night, or excuse me, the night before the game? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, get some good rest, obviously. Try to watch a lot of film, plays from the other teams. Try to go on Synergy and watch my matchup and, their tendencies, stuff like that. Try to do a little, like imagery and see things that I can see in the game and how I can, attack different coverages, the type of defense I want to play. Those are kind of some of the things that I do.
But what have they done, against you? You haven't had your best games of the season against them. It seems like obviously what do they do that's what do you need to be different tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think first of all, they're like a switching all the ball screens type of team, and obviously I'm pretty good at the pick and roll, so they kind of take that away by doing that. But we got some things for them this time. I think we've switched a couple, the way we're gonna attack them, and yeah, I mean we're excited for it. But I mean they're just very physical. They swarm to the ball, so you gotta really make sure you're taking care of the ball.
We've heard Skagio Leader as soon as you got here. How can you use that leadership at this time of year to spur a team on?
Yeah, like you guys have said, I've obviously been here before. Same with Tyson, Omar. So hopefully we can help these guys, understand that not to worry so much about the result, but just focus on the process and doing the right things over and over again during the game. I think is a big key.
Does it feel a little different not having to play in that Wednesday game?
Yeah, it definitely does. Actually did that 2 years ago, and it's good to get that bye. But I mean, we got a really, really good team in front of us. So hopefully we can get it done.
What do you see, when you look at film of those two games against San Diego State? What's the biggest thing you see that you guys need to improve on?
Yeah, I mean, I think we played solid defense, especially that second game. They didn't really score that much, but I think we only had 48 points. So our offense needs to be a little bit better. It's hard to win when you only score 48. So yeah, I mean, they blocked a lot of shots over there. So I think it's more of a game like drive in and kick the ball, swing it, drive again. Instead of just trying to score at the rim the first time we get to the paint.
Obviously, it's better to have less games, but how big of a difference does it make when you've only got potentially three games instead of like a first round fourth game?
Yeah, I mean, it makes a huge difference because obviously body takes a toll. But like I said, we're really focused on this first game against SDSU. You can't look past them. So really, really just focus on getting this win tomorrow.
How we talked a lot about just how much you guys seem to like each other. How much in this time of year just wanting to keep staying together as long as possible? How much of that is a kind of a motivator?
Yeah, I think like you said, that's super important. This team is really, really close. We all enjoy being around each other. There's like no bad blood in practice. We enjoy going to war. So it's definitely fun to be a part of a group like that.
And it seems like this time of year, some teams are checked out. Some guys already know they're transferring, whatever. I mean, you've probably been a part of teams like that where just the vibe wasn't great this time of year. It feels like that's not the case at all around here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think that's the case. I think people are pretty locked in and still believe that we can do great things. So, like I said, just taking it one game at a time, and I'm glad that everybody's on the same page.
Having played 3 games in 3 days in the Cayman Islands, just how does that help you prepare for this tournament?
Yeah, well, that probably was a good preparation for us. But like I said, I mean, you just got to try to take care of your body as much as you can. Now is not the time to, do a lot of extra stuff. It's just, making sure you're rested, the game plan. But like I said, just not overlooking anybody and making sure we get this first win tomorrow.
Just kind of compared to that tournament at the beginning of the season, how much has the depth of this team grown? And how much more confident are you in the extended roster at this point?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure the roster has extended. I feel like we play less guys than we did back then. I think our rotation has shortened a little bit. But this might be another time of the year where you see more guys getting play time because at the end of the day, it is a lot of games. But once again, we're really just focused on getting the win on Thursday because you can't look past SDSU.
Just back to the beginning of your Boise State journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the day after the season ended last year, and Bernie flies out to have breakfast with you. How often do you think about kind of that? How it just kind of changed your life for 365, and yeah, just kind of a life-changing moment for you, I guess.
Yeah, it really was a life-changing moment, and like I said before, it really showed me, the interest that Boise had in me and the things that I could do here. But once that happened, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm really just trying to focus on the present, on, finishing the season the right way, and making sure we are able to go on a run.
Is it? I know a big reason why you came here though is because of the potential of this program and
Mm-hmm.
NCAA tournament bids and stuff. Is it? That's all in front of you these next 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, is it crazy as far as you came? You still define the season almost in the next 3 days.
Yeah, literally. I think we talked about it before. Obviously, there's things that haven't gone our way like we wanted it, but our dreams are still ahead of us. Everything that we wanted to accomplish is still in front of us. So, obviously, that's something that we're thinking about.
Just with that being said, Al, the bubble situation, it kind of feels like you have to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that adding any extra pressure? Are you guys thinking about that, or is that just all in the back window and just focus on the game?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to win the Mountain West, and we're taking it one game at a time. So, I mean, there obviously is a lot of pressure. We're trying to not to think in that way. Like I said, instead of thinking so much about the outcome, we got to win this game. Or, just little by little, every single play, making sure you do your job. I feel like that's a good mindset to have, not worrying so much about the outcome, but the process. Good.
Thanks, guys.